Welcome to the Mompreneur Space live show podcast, where our host, Kenneth Chu, interview inspiring moms and women changemakers from around the world so that you can learn how they overcome their challenges and struggles as entrepreneurs. Today's guest is none other than Karen Wong, who is an entrepreneur, lifestyle coach, and the founder of Beauty Queens. In this episode, we will be talking about how to thrive in the new normal as a mom. Karen will also be sharing on how she overcame her challenges and struggles. Without further ado, let's welcome Karen.
Hi, Karen.
Hi, Kenneth. Hello. Hi, everybody.
Good to have you on my show. And there's a tradition before we start, right? That every guest get to answer the question of the day. That was posted by the previous guest before we can officially start. So, Karen, are you ready to receive the question of the day posted by the previous guest before we can start?
Yes, I hope it's not too difficult.
Yeah, don't worry about it. So, the question of the day posted by the previous guest is, how would you encourage and expand humanity? Okay, I repeat again. How would you encourage and expand humanity? Okay, spend some time to think about it while I go into Facebook Live to see if you are live successfully, and then I will come back to you. Okay, Karen, are you ready with your answer to the question of the day before we start?
How do we expand humanity, right?
Yes. So the question of the day is, how would you encourage and expand humanity?
Okay, I think first thing foremost, right? The key word is really to be kind. We can always be very firm, but at the same time, we have to be very kind as well. Especially pandemic like now, crisis like now, right? I think humanity, tough time, really, you can see humanity way much clearer during tough times. And that's when we actually extend a helping hand to a lot of people. So I remember, how do we encourage? I remember in 2020, right, when Singapore going lockdown, I mean, maybe the busybody in me, right, really started something for a delivery services for all F&B in Singapore to gather all the Grab driver or Gojek driver so that they have additional income during this crisis or this tough times. I think that also encouraged humanities. And how do you encourage that? You have to keep talking about it. Find like-minded people to keep talking about it. Get involved with volunteering work, get involved with really great stuff with a lot of like-minded friends. I think that would definitely encourage humanities way much more.
Wow. I really like that because instead of just saying how you
do
can
it.
encourage, right? Basically, you just put into action, just implement it, right?
Right.
Okay, thanks a lot, Karen. And now we can officially start. And we have friends. We have Christine. Christine Loy.
Hi, Christine. Hello. We just
Hi.
finished the Facebook. We just finished the Zoom session just now as well.
Wow. So we are having your supporter in, and we're also having more friends that are tuning in. So for those who are tuning in, welcome to Mompreneur Space Live Show. And today we have Karen Wong, who will be sharing with us how you can thrive as a mom in the new normal. So now we can start. So maybe Karen, for a start, especially for those who are seeing you for the first time and for those who are also watching the replay, maybe you can do a short introduction of yourself. Where are you from? What are you currently doing? And how did you end up in entrepreneurship? Maybe you can share with us. We also have Sharon.
Hi, Sharon. Hello.
Okay, share with us.
No problem. Thank you, Kenneth. So basically, I'm right now an entrepreneur, definitely a very fun-loving one. Love to engage with fun-loving people, like-minded people, and I'm definitely a lifestyle coach to help a lot of friends to get better in their lifestyle. And I'm also a founder for Beauty Queens platform that I founded in 2019. I would have to say I founded that accidentally. So I started entrepreneurship way in 2014 when I actually chanced upon my very good friend who really have the faith and trust in me that maybe potentially you could be doing your own business, running your own business. That's when I embarked into entrepreneurship. So yeah, since 2014 I did that. So prior to that I was doing sales face-to-face sales, corporate sales.
Wow. So just now when you were saying, right, like why like I want to ask and find out more about why did you brand yourself as a lifestyle coach, and at the same time maybe you can share how do you get started with Beauty Queens, because I think we have not met ever since the pandemic started, especially the lockdown, and like you mentioned 2019, and 2019 was the time that all of us how should I put it, going to get adapt, and we are hearing a lot of news about the pandemic and all that. All right, so maybe you can share with us like why do you brand yourself as a lifestyle coach, and what do you do as a lifestyle coach, and then you can share with us how you get started with Beauty Queens.
I think I started as a lifestyle coach since 2014. It's all about having a living full time, living your life to the fullest. That's what my philosophy is. I mean, life is pretty short, you don't know what will happen next week or even tomorrow. So that is exactly what I'm actually, reaching out to a lot of friends. So since 2014, right, I embarked entrepreneurship with a travel platform. So what I do is showing my friends and my family, or even new friends, how we can live in full time by traveling around the world. And that through that platform, right, I actually so grateful. I managed to quit my full-time job that I was with 8 years in the corporate sales, right? I quit my full-time job together with my husband. We went traveling around the world together with a lot of good friends, and we meet new people, new friends as well. And I learned new skills. That's when I started a roadmap towards being a regional trainer, being a speaker, being invited to different places of the world, you see. And that is also one part that reached out to in 2019. I'm someone who loves beauty. I don't know you can tell.
You can see that.
I love, doesn't mean beauty means skincare or makeup. No, it's not. It's way above that. I mean, to me, beauty is inside out, you see, and way more than that. So when I actually founded Beauty Queens, just creating a page, right, I just simply put in the nice things that I love putting in the page, maybe certain products, certain quotes, things that are beautiful, meaningful, and beautiful to me, right? I post it there so that I encourage women to be, upgrading themselves, maybe be the best version of themselves. So this is something that I always encourage my friends or even new friends, viewers to do that. So that's when I started that. And yeah, that's 2019 I founded that, and it just evolved throughout the way.
Yes, and in fact, when you talk about the travel company, and that was when I met you, and then you were training a group of women. At the same time, you have been on stages overseas training, and I remember I think I've always seen you and hear you, but have not really get connected with you until I still remember. I do not know whether you still remember. There was once you went to, I think, Kuala Lumpur, KL, and you were training a group of people there, and I was there at the same time. And
I remember.
and that was like, I was like, okay, why didn't we met? Like, why didn't we come? How should we put it? Like kind of really catch up, really have a chat. Because you are always on the stage, I'm always below the stage and learning as you were training a lot of us, because of your expertise, because of experience, because of your business and how fast your business was growing back then. And that has always amazed me, because you has always been an icon, be a very good role model for a lot of people. And like you mentioned, you just love beautiful things, you like to have fun and all that stuff. And because at that point of time, I think it's also kind of fated, because that was when I get to know more about your story, real in depth, and know you as a person. I call you my sister, and that was when I approached you and also interviewed you in my book. You're one of the 15 mompreneurs that's being interviewed in the book.
Thank you so much.
And that's where you shared your story, and how motherhood had kind of catapult you into starting your own business? Because I still remember that you were saying that your second kid, it's like enough is enough.
Yeah.
Like you do not want to repeat the same story that you had it with your first, and that's why you took a leap of faith. I still remember you were pregnant like 35 weeks. Was it like 35 weeks or?
Yeah, I was.
And then you decided to leave corporate world and really venture in the business, where you love it so much and you felt that it's something that you felt connected with, and it's finally something you can resonate, and you believe that you can make the best out of it, and you did. And that was how, like just how you mentioned, you will be able to spend more time with your children and travel around the world, bring them along, and together with your husband.
Yeah.
So this is something that I know a lot from you. But having said that, we know that the pandemic have affected a lot of our business, especially
Definitely.
travel, tourism, and all that. And what amazed me was, I roughly know, because we are Facebook friends. I know that you have started Beauty Queen, but I didn't know one thing. I think, and we talked about it just now, is that I didn't know that you went live streaming.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know. Like I share, you didn't share in your personal profile in
Not so
Facebook.
active.
Yeah, so I wouldn't know that you're doing live stream, because for me, I've been doing live stream. I've been keeping aware of who are my friends doing live stream, and what amazes me was you are so natural on that, on live stream. Maybe you can share with us, like, how do you get into the journey of live stream? Because our topic of today, right, is how to thrive in the new normal as a mom.
Yeah.
So how did you dabble into live stream and started live stream selling? Maybe you can share with us, Karen.
Well, really, this is a new norm for me. I mean, I'm fully shocked as well. I didn't know I can do that. So anyway, just say hi to certain friends. Hi, Wong Jing. Hi, Kelly. Hi, the Reaching Out Project. Hello, everybody.
That's my friend, Katrina.
Hello. Yeah, so basically it was 2019 that I founded that page. It was just for fun. But when the COVID-19 hit us, right, that I mean, some of my friends know that, hey, Karen, you're not shy on screen. You can speak. You can really you can connect with audience. I think the keyword is connecting with the audience. I can assure you that the way how you see me on Facebook Live and the way how you see me offline is the same.
This one I can vouch for it.
Definitely can. All my friends who watch my Facebook Live, right, say, hey, Karen, you are exactly the same on screen. The behavior, the way how I talk, the personality, everything is the same. So I still want that part of me when I'm doing my Facebook Live. So how do I get started is when 2020 last year, is it last year?
Yeah, last year.
It's more active beginning of this year. When friends who are business owners start reaching out to me. I say, hey, can you see, someone is doing Facebook Live. Karen, you can also do something like that. I was like, no way, I cannot do that. And friends actually really encouraged me through a tremendous way. It was super, super encouraging. Business owners start to entrust their products to me. I said, Karen, can you help me to share this on your Facebook Live? Because probably you have a lot of friends on social media. And I think that's a two-way thing. Although I was very nerve-wracking. I remember my very first Facebook Live. My God, I was promoting bread,
bread,
Barney's bread. I don't know whether you some very famous local bread in Chinatown. So the owner of the bakery, I know him. So when he entrusts his bakery to me, can you imagine 1 hour I'm talking about 10 different types of bread, kaya, red bean, everything. I will start eating the bread. I was like, wow, people, I must keep eating and eating and show people how nice. Then I have to tell people how good. I mean, everything is about connecting with the crowd, connecting with the audience. And that was my first I think that is my first. I cannot remember. I think so. But it was
done so many, right?
I've done so many. But it was enjoyable. It's because when friends and business owners start to trust you, and sometimes I say, hey, it's okay. Is it okay? Say, yeah, very good. And people start coming in. And different merchants, right, from different walks of life, people could be products, services, and I start to actually have I know more and more people because everybody start referring friends to me. And usually their business owner could be sole distributor of certain products or a main distributor of certain products and come to me, and then we network, we talk about it. And then that is when it grew this year, 2021. It all started from this table. This table, we do Facebook Live, we do a bit of settings here, a very humble beginning. And of course, with the trust and the support from the merchants, friends, viewers, distributors, everybody, friends and family members. Right now, we have a humble office that we can do our Facebook Live properly.
which is good thing, right? Which is a good news.
Yes,
that means
correct.
you guys are expanding. You guys are getting even more serious.
Serious, really. And we started to have system in place for ordering processes. We have logistic to manage our delivery. We have a back-end system to track our orders. It was back then just Excel, and my husband was helping me. Like two of us were struggling, and he had to manage the admin part, one by one. And right now, with the system, definitely we invested money on the system so that, I'm a big fan of productivity. Increase productivity, increase efficiency, so that clients or merchants can entrust their services and products to us, so that we can work well together.
Yeah, I think just now when you touched on productivity and you mentioned about investing in systems for more productivity, and this is my favorite word, efficient. The efficiency.
Important.
Because a lot of time, if you look at business nowadays, right, a lot of people say, oh, you must work hard, you must do this, you must build a brick and mortar business and all that stuff, and they always talk about productivity. But at the same time, when you leverage on human being, right, or label, I would say, the productivity is not kind of guaranteed. It's not consistent also. And it might not be efficient because human error, human emotions. But you touch on something that maybe you want to expand it, which is, why do you choose to leverage on system, and how did that system help you to increase your productivity and being more efficient? Maybe this is something, because the new norm is all about online, it's all about technology, it's about system. Maybe you can share more on that, because the Karen that I know previously, right, because your business your previous business is based on more human people, network, community. So how did that happen to you, and how do you adapt to it, leveraging on systems?
Actually, it's a very good question, and that is the key part of how we manage the new norm now. It's really in fact, kind of, this is a truly timely topic that we are talking about. It's like, it's on spot.
Yeah, that's why like now it's like episode 96, right? Because just for everybody's
96 numbers.
But just for everybody's information, right? Ever since I started this live show podcast, right, I've been inviting Karen, and Karen said, don't look pretty, don't look this.
No.
But I think also like what Karen mentioned is timely, because imagine if she have not founded Beauty Queens during the pandemic. She pivoted, she founded something that she didn't even know that she is natural in it, she's gifted in it, and people start entrusting her, and she took a leap of faith. And that's where we talk about how to thrive in the new norm, like what Karen has done. She has not really accepted a lot of live stream interview back then, and it's really, really tough. Although she's very she's very sociable, she like to chit chat and all that stuff, but to invite her on screen and all that, there's a lot of concern. But because of the new norm, I think all of us have come out from our comfort zone. So that's where now we can have Karen, and she said this is very timely. I also believe it is timely, because she has gone serious in Beauty Queens because of the pandemic, and I'm seeing a lot of more activities from her. So maybe Karen, you can continue to share with us. more on that, the
Uh,
systems and
the
how you
system, right?
leverage, in the
Yes,
new norm.
correct. I think the keyword from the very beginning when I started entrepreneurship, the keyword is always about leveraging. We can leverage on human, the skill set of the other party that we want to partner with. We can leverage on their strength. I always leverage on a way better person that who's working closely together with me, like my mentor in my businesses, and like I leverage a lot on their strength. We are not perfect. We definitely have our shortcomings that we know. This person is way better than me. Then I want to leverage on individual strength, and that's when we can grow very, very fast, and that's when we can actually become the best version of ourselves or even our team. And when I let's talk about the pain now. If let's say we are not, it's true. If you don't have a leverage on a certain like right now human, right?
Yeah.
I used to work with a lot of humans. But right now I have to work again. Humans plays a huge part.
Yeah.
Beauty Queen still leverage a lot of humans. Viewers are they are
Yes.
our customers. So potential buying customers or supporting customers, be it buying or just be there to support us, to hear from us. We 100% appreciate that is human again, but also leverage on digital right now, meaning the system. Talking about the pain in the past, right, when we start to have Facebook Live, it was so manual, very, very manual. We were using Excel. We're getting copy and paste addresses to all this. We don't have very, very good system. So it drained me and it drained my team that they have to collect orders until 2 to 3 a.m. when after my Facebook ended.
They have to follow up and catch up with the
payment done already and not. And then you see the screenshot, you have to, and human does have error. And then will resulted to unhappy customer. And that is not what we really love. We want to have happy customer, very smooth transaction, click, and talk about what you want, go and order, then make the payment, upload payment, then come to us, and then we will deliver the products to you. So we want very smooth transaction, and we wanted happy customers and happy crew, happy team in Beauty Queens. And the very key reason why I want to embark having a system like an ordering system or whatever system in Beauty Queens, right, is also mainly for the team and the crew. I think happy team equals happy me. I want my life to be peaceful. I want them to work very happy together, and that is the key. Is the culture. If we as the owner of Beauty Queens, we do not spare a thought for the team who is working so hard for customers or even for Beauty Queens, right? I think they are important. They are very important asset for our company. So these are the money that I will willing to invest and then make sure all parties are happy, including me.
Which is good because like you mentioned, right, a lot of time, because this is a teamwork thing, like doing on live stream and getting your team members to follow up with the buyers.
Yes,
it's really a tedious. Why would I say that? Because I've done it. I've trained people. I've helped a friend who's doing live selling. I handle a group of live stream hosts also. So I know that using Facebook itself to sell is not easy because it's not meant to do live selling. That's why there are other platforms, there are other ways, like you mentioned, systems. Definitely there are systems out there that has evolved or that has come up during the pandemic because there was a demand. Like now you understand that even we talk about our famous Wong, even he has a lot of orders. The back end logistic was crazy. Like you mentioned, until that means if let's say you end your live stream at 11 p.m, right, your team would have to work until the next day morning. I even have friends who do live stream. He's one of them. He sells fishes. I think you should know the one that look like JJ Lin one. So for him, he shared with us that because we got him as one of the judges for one of our contests, and he was sharing that the logistic behind was crazy. He has to hire so many people, and that money that is involved in that, right? You never expected you will need to cost so much to hire a team to do all that logistically.
Exactly. Yes.
So like for you, the same thing. That's why now fast forward, you know that you need to leverage on system, and you heavily invested in that. I believe that that will help, because the next level is to scale, and that's why now you have a proper office, you can do a proper live stream, you can have stock all that is available and all that thing, which is also good for your stakeholders also,
Yep.
especially for your new clients or people who is getting you to sell. So having said that, right, what would you say is the most common challenge for moms during the life during this new norm?
Mm. I think for Singaporean moms, right, when we hear about, it's always struggling, no matter whether we have COVID-19 or not. Seriously, we always have to, learn new things. Not that we are expert mom, then somehow we are working as well. We are, building a business. So I think that it's always challenging, but I think that's the part where we need to have very constant communication with the family members. When you mention what kind of struggle, I do. I have plenty of struggles. Struggles like, do I have enough time for everybody? Yeah. I have a sales team, then I have kids. Sometimes I've forgotten that my friends say, hey, actually, 你有孩子, you have kids. Oh, yeah, correct, we have kids. So, because sometimes you are so engrossed with, you're so passionate about certain things, right? And I always believe that when the driving factor comes from the family, it's because like my driving factors are my kids and my family, my husband. So, and when they are my desire to become better, right? Then you will never forget about why you started it at the first.
Yeah, right.
That is so powerful.
It's what we call the intrinsic motivation. It comes from inside out.
Yeah. So no matter how struggling we are, like how tired we are, we will still go back to the reason why we got started. And that is the reason why we keep moving.
Why, right?
And no matter how busy, I think I am very busy every single day. But I cannot keep telling people I'm very busy. That's why I don't want to be better. I am very busy. That's why I don't want to do this A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And I think these are all excuses why we don't want to be better. I mean, we all know. There's a reason why.
I think you shared something about how you treat busyness. Because when you say you're busy, I would say that you love what you're doing. That's why you keep yourself occupied with the things you're doing. Example, connecting with people, be it live stream or offline, face to face. Because I've known you for many years already, like 6-7 years or even 8 years. So I've seen you connect with people one-to-one, connect with one-to-many, and even now using technology, live streaming, you're connecting to one-to-many. And this is something that I would say that this is your passion. This is something that it's your gift. It's your gift, and that's why during the pandemic, people see that, hey, Karen, you can do this. You speak well. You're bilingual and all that stuff. People really look up to you. See that gift in you, and it happens. And like I told you, I watched one of your latest live stream. You were so natural. Like you were off screen, on screen, you are the same. You behave the same, you talk the same, you are funny, you have some of your jokes and all that. I think this is natural, this is you. Like there's a Chinese saying, right? 这是你吃这个是你的内口饭 I mean 你是吃这口饭的人 So you are meant to do this.
Me, right?
Yes, you are meant to do this. You are meant to share and all that stuff. And talking about sharing, because I know that you have done sales, you were one of the top sales in corporate, and now coming into running your own business, and then we talk about this, which is selling versus sharing. What would you say would be the biggest difference between selling and sharing?
That's something very, very I love that question, because in my many years of sales life, right, I just don't know that there is a like a taboo for me that I don't like to sell. Seriously, I don't like to sell. If you ask me, I don't like to sell, but I love to share. I love to share. I love to promote. I love to talk about it. I love to talk. You see, when you sell something, obviously you you are getting paid for it.
Mm.
Yeah, but it's in me way before I'm into sales. I'm already keep talking about it. It's like me already. So that's the reason why I embarked sales. When friends shared with me that, Karen, actually you can do sales. No. Then I was like, no, I don't like. You know, I told them, no, I don't like. But when they say you're doing it every day, last cinema you also can share, last time you also can share. Every single thing I'm sharing, every little thing I say, you should try. And then I started to realize that people actually buy what I say. Actually, they trust me. And that was like, okay, first thing that is super, super grateful. And that's also very blessed as well. So when I start to share things, right, people start to trust. And I say, hey, why not I do sales? One thing I love about sales, right, is when I was in the corporate, learning how to become a good sales, right. I remember very clearly, because it was an MNC company, huge company, huge Japanese company. Day one, as a blank piece of paper walking into the company, right, you can definitely see a lot of faces, the photos on the Hall of Fame. Then I was telling myself how to be like them, I want to be like them. Yeah, I want to, maybe I dress like them. Maybe I talk like them. Or I don't know, I just want to mimic like them. Then I realized that it's all about your own charisma. It's all your own personality. You've been sincere in sharing. Seriously, just don't. When you truly sell something, you must, or share something, you must truly love the thing.
Yeah.
And that's when I represent any company, right? I have full 100% faith and confidence when I start sharing their product. When that is uncomfortable, let's say I don't like this product anymore, or I cannot, then I will slowly don't sell anymore or don't share anymore. But when I have full passion, full blown out passion talking about it, you can see my energy level blowing up, you know.
You're shining.
Yeah, I'm glowing when I talk, and that is the sharing part. And that's when it applies on beauty queens. Yeah, it's like you can talk about it. Even when I haven't talked about the price, I didn't even share how much.
Your excitement already.
Yeah, people tell me how much I want to buy. So many times I'm sharing a certain product, right? And people start saying, okay, can you get me one? I said, I haven't even tell you the price yet. You know, and that's when you know sharing is very, very powerful. And I urge every salesperson who's on the line right now, or who's watching a replay right now, to have a habit of sharing. When you start promoting every single thing that you love, right, that's truly when your service or your product or your business will move pretty fast. Yeah.
I totally resonate with you, because for me, although my past 14 years I've been in sales, but I was not meant to be a salesperson. I studied fashion design. I was supposed to be a fashion designer. Then I went to baby wear design, and I just want to earn more money. Then that's it. That's why I tried sales, and I got an opportunity. And ever since then, you mentioned one thing about that. There's always a misconception of sales. That people have this negative connotation to sales, like selling. There's agenda. Like we are very salesy, very, very pushy. But in fact, what I learned throughout the years, and despite me being in sales, not being the traditional kind of, they call it what do you call it as snake kind of snake salesperson. Yeah. So it's more like the what they call it, the more salesy type of people. They call it,
Don't do that. Yeah, please don't do that. Yeah.
So when I realized that the highest level of sales, right, I always talk about sales 1.0, 2.0, and 3.0.
Yeah.
And 4.0 is where you and me, we would totally know. Is when you reach the level that is no longer about the product already.
Yeah.
It's about the belief, and sharing that belief, and sharing that goodness with you. And we don't need you to buy at all.
Yeah.
And because we don't need, because if you see it, you see it. If you don't see it, there's no point. But
love it. There's no need even to convince you, right? I mean, if you love it, you just buy. You will just, you just get the products or get the service that you truly love.
All right.
And you don't need to hard sell.
Yeah.
There's no need. I mean,
no one loves to be sold, right?
Exactly. And
everyone loves to buy, right?
trust me, it's so draining to hard sell certain people. Those hard sell products, if you hard sell, my goodness, one product you hard sell, it's like no point. I think that is not exactly what we want to do that. And be classy about it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I love that part when we really truly share. But of course, we end off with a closing that we want the sales, but truly not too salesy about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's very different from that's my belief in sharing
Yeah.
versus pure selling.
Mm.
Mhm.
Yeah. I think the other thing that you mentioned just now is that because we we share the goodness with you, if you can see it, you'll get it. And it's not for everyone, definitely. But
So,
definitely we would want to share with you because we have used it, we have benefited from it, a lot of people benefited from it. So it's for you, now your own judgment to decide.
yeah.
And it's not going to be something that is not natural, because in
Mm.
fact you talk about sharing, right? Like recently I bought a new blender. One of my friend, I posted it on Facebook. One of my friend asked me, oh, where can I get this? I just post the link there, and she just got it. So when you're using good things, people will see and people will come to you as long as you start sharing.
Mm.
When you are not sharing, you are depriving people from getting the greatness, a
Mm.
good stuff or good deal. So I think I thank you, Karen, for sharing that. I think this is something that we have to do away with the negative connotation about sales, about selling. In fact, every day
Yeah,
we are selling. Like
every day.
how we get married is also because of we sold ourselves to our partner, right? Like, oh, how good I am, how good a husband I am, how good a wife I am, how
Now I
pretty.
know.
It is every day we are doing this. There's always transaction, even for kids. Even like,
Mm.
oh, I score very well for my PSLE. That's why my daughter have been treated by my dad. My mom bought clothes for
Well
her.
done.
It's
Mm.
like there's always a way of convincing, persuasion in
Mhm.
exchanging something. When
Yeah.
you are in the transaction, when there's some exchange, you are selling. It's a transaction. Selling is about transaction, whether is it monetary wise or not monetary wise. So
Mm.
I think this is something that we have talked about. And having said that, right, what would you say was there a aha moment that when you step into entrepreneurship, when you started, like even started Beauty Queens, was there a moment that you have a aha moment that you had when you start
I,
entrepreneurship?
I think the aha moment really comes from the beginning. The beginning, not just Beauty Queens. It was 2014 when I started entrepreneurship, right? It because it's proven it can be done.
Mm,
The aha moment is to like, wow, I can do this even though I'm pregnant. I can do this even though I have young kids, two young kids.
mm,
Yeah, and that gave me a very, very strong vision that a lot of people can achieve that.
mm.
That strong belief let me understand what is called entrepreneurship. Honestly speaking, it's not for everyone.
Yeah,
It's not for everyone. Yeah, seriously, not for everyone, because you have to go through the ups and downs. The sometimes it's happy, sometimes not so happy, and sometimes it's stressful, sometimes it's not so stressful. I mean, it's a lot of ups and downs
yeah,
emotion. And if you cannot handle, then this is not for you.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
I,
not for
I think
everybody.
I think when you talk about the ups and downs, I think even as a working adult, right, when you're working
Yeah,
for some, there's always up and down. It's
correct.
like suddenly today your boss good mood, give you a
Mm.
good time, then tomorrow bad time. It's I personally I feel it's the same. Whether
Mm.
is it in entrepreneurship, whether is it working for someone, it's the same. The ups and downs will be there. Just that
How you handle it.
is yeah, how you overcome it, how you handle it, regardless, because even it's not your job, it's not your business, it could be life. Sometimes life could hit you really hard, during
Mm.
this past or coming to 2 years of the
Oh,
pandemic.
yes. Mm.
Things have been hitting hard, not like, especially for me personally and a lot of my friends. That's why when I started this new season of Mompreneur Space live show, right, it was me picking up my momentum also.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah, because I've stopped for a year. I didn't realize that it has been a year since the last season. So
Mm.
I think everybody need that kind of motivation. That's where I'm glad that to have you here. And this question, right, that I'm going to ask you is something that I came out with during this new season. It's more of hypothetically. if let's say if you're not a mom, right, what would you be doing now, and what will your life be? Okay, I know that is not trying to make you feel guilty to answer this question.
No,
It's
no,
just
no,
that
no.
just thinking about it. Yeah, just having a thought about it.
Before I go on, I just say hi to certain friends who is online. Hi, Yujia. Hi, Celia. Hello, hello. Hi, Gracie.
Yeah,
Yeah, hello.
I saw Joe also.
My biggest supporter, right?
Biggest fan.
Hello. Okay, so if I am, wow, I hope my husband is not listening to this. Your question is, what would I do if I am
You are not a mom.
a mom? Okay, not a mom, right? So rightfully, my husband will not get mad, but my kids will get upset, right? They're hiding in the room. Okay, so what would I do? I have been thinking about this all the time, but sometimes I'll shove it away. Like, wow, if I don't have kids right now, it's my dream to travel to different countries, to stay there, to rent. I mean, I just want to taste cultures.
Yeah.
I want to be in their position. I want to live in a farm for 6 months. I want to live in I want to experience different things. I want to stay in South Africa for 6 months. I want to stay in every different country and continent for 6 months or a year before I move to the next one. I want to meet as many friends as possible, make new friends, experience life. Life is so important. Experience life that I cannot experience in Singapore. That is my dream. Can you feel my passion?
Yeah, I think it's not just your dream. It's a lot of people's dream. To be wherever they want. Which country they are, and connecting with the world. I would say, like traveling around the world, 7 wonders, whatever, is to really enjoy life. Yeah, that's why all of us are
It could be
working.
myself alone or with a partner. I really don't know, but it's like I want to do something that
that's
I can
you,
do
right?
part-time, that I can be a farmer, I can want to be a farmer. I want to be a fishmonger. I can do anything. I can be a bookstore assistant. Sometimes I'm so crazy thinking about it. Like I want to experience all these funny things that I earn. I do some work there and then earn for my renter or something like that. Just simply love it to experience different culture.
Yeah, I think that is truly life, and I believe that you definitely will be moving towards that, and all of us will one day be there also. So thanks for sharing that, because this is a very interesting question that I thought of asking every guest that that is on my show. So what would you say, for you personally as a mompreneur, what would be your biggest challenge?
I think the biggest challenge is definitely, you were talking about mom, right? So obviously the picture, it would definitely be kids. Yeah, so sometimes mothers that I know are pretty hard on themselves. Like they may not think that they're doing a lot more, or sometimes they're doing way much more. I have no judgment over that. Every mom is different. Do whatever best make you happy. Yeah, right. At the same time,
how about for you?
Yeah, coming to that. So for me, struggling as a mom, right?
And also running a business.
As well running a business, right? It's about time management. 100% is about time management, because both needs a lot of time from me. I'm just very thankful that my both kids right now, coming 8 and coming 10, right? They are both very, very independent. But doesn't mean I lost sight of what they're doing. They're very independent. I can count on them on certain things, but yet I do not want to miss their growing up journey, right? So that is the part that's very challenging for me, of managing a time between the business and the kids. Like, can it be done? Yes, it can be done. You have to negotiate. You have to negotiate first thing, seek understanding with the family that you are doing this. Support is so important. You can't do this all by yourself. And get your kids involved in your business. That is my biggest joy. My kids pack my things for me. Mommy, this I did that for me. And like now they know that I'm doing a live, right? Then they will start saying, Mommy, what kind of live is this today? They are excited. And sometimes they watch my live as well.
Getting them involved, I think.
Getting them involved. So that you will not be so, you are having that work that business, and yet they're part of it.
Correct.
It's
And
involved.
this is, I think you pointed out something that is also one of the reasons why I advocate mompreneurship, especially to a lot of mothers who are stuck with their corporate job, and whether they should leave their corporate job and become a stay-at-home mom. I will share with them, like, why not you have both? That means you have your business, you work, at the same time you can take care of your kids, which is running your own business. And you share something that this is something that a working mom might not be able to share, which is to share your work with your kids. You cannot get them to do your accounting work, right? You cannot get them to do your sales for you, right? But like for you, you can do that because you're your own boss. You can dedicate things to them, and for them to get involved. Like for my daughter, she will know that, oh, every Monday, Papa is going to do interview, live stream, and all that stuff. Like she would just don't care. She will just leave me alone. Then she will pass me my iPad because I need to put my iPad for my script and all that. So she knows that to get them involved, get them to participate in your business, to get them involved. I think that's the key thing about mompreneurship, because you are teaching them a lot of other things that they are not learning in school also.
Yeah, I'm in control, and that's what I want the kids to learn, not just academic wise, but that's when I have been building this for the past many years. It instill in them about business, but subtly, not too heavy. But that's the part when I always advocate, like, the school teacher doesn't see me at all. Yeah, so you know what I mean. So I believe in every parent. They are all different, but this is how I want it to be. I want it to have a fun and enjoyable moment with my kids, having fun, so that learning can be fun as well.
Yep, definitely. And time really flies, and I thought that we had just chatted for a while, but in fact it had run. We are going to wrap up really soon. So maybe you can share with the audience, right? How can they get connected with you? Because you have shared a lot, and maybe they want to ask you more questions. How can they get connected with you, Karen?
There's two ways you can connect with me. I think one is Beauty Queens. You can go to Facebook, like the page, follow the page. I think there's a notification. I think so. There's a notification so that every time we are on anything, you can be notified. Yes. Post. If not, you can go to Instagram. I think Kenneth have actually helped me to pin up my Instagram account. You can just click on it. You can see everything. Most of my items are quite public, and then you can really see from my lifestyle. And that's the two ways you can reach out to me.
Okay. Thanks a lot, Karen. And for those who are watching live, thank you guys for staying to now. At the same time, for those who are watching the replay, you can get connected with Karen. I will include her links in the description, and so that you guys can connect with her on Beauty Queens or even on her own personal IG. So last but not least, Karen, now is your turn for you to post the question of the day out to the audience and also to the next guest. So what would your question of the day be?
To the next audience, right?
And also to the next guest. Yeah.
To the next guest. Okay, what is your best selling features?
Again, maybe you can say slowly.
What is your best?
What is your best
selling features?
Selling features, is it?
It can be features or just one.
Okay. So the question of the day posted by Karen is, what is your best selling features? Okay. So this question goes out to the next guest, and also for those who are tuning in, especially we have a lot of Karen supporters that is still tuning in. You guys can let us know in the chat what will be your best selling features, okay, in the chat. So
maybe I just go one more round to share with them. Okay, let's say for mine, maybe they're quite clueless about this question. My best selling features is my smile. Okay? Everybody has different, like Kenneth has his strength, everybody. And mine is my smile, and what is yours, you see? So this is my question to all of you. And thank you, Kenneth, for inviting me over. It's been so fun to have you as well.
Yeah, definitely. I told you, right, today you are not a host, I'm the host. Exactly. So just enjoy, just relax. I know the pressure and also the stress that hosts will have, because you have to keep on thinking and and get engaging and listening. It's not easy. That's why I told Karen, I've done this 96 episode. And this
The
96
expert now.
I wouldn't say I'm the expert. I'm still getting used to it. I'm still trying to catch up with it. I'm still trying to see what is the best thing to really ask the guests. Okay, so thanks for the question of the day, and I will just repeat again for those who are tuning in and for those who are watching the replay, is that the question of the day posted by Karen is, what is your best selling features? Okay, so let us know in the chat, and also the next guest, get ready for this question of the day posted by Karen. So last but not least, Karen, what would be your last advice for those mothers who are thinking, should I start a business? Should I not start a business? What is your last advice for them?
Oh my God, I am an entrepreneur. Obviously, I ask you to go for it, right? Life is so short. What is the worst case scenario? It will happen is that you flop and then you can come back again, you see. So you never try, you never know. Take the leap of faith, have trust in yourself, have full faith, and go for it. You never know how life will change. Sometimes it's not just changing your own life. Potentially, sometimes you're changing other people's life as well. So I think go for it.
Wow. Thanks a lot, Karen, for sharing that. I believe that all entrepreneurs are action takers. Just implement it, go for it, take a leap of faith. What is the worst that could happen, right? So last but not least, thanks a lot, Karen, for making time, finally having you on my show. Really, really honored to have you. And I'm Kenneth here, signing off with Karen. Thank you all, everyone, for watching and listening to Mompreneur Space live show podcast that on every Monday, I interview mompreneurs from all around the world to share how they overcome their challenges and struggles. So I'm Kenneth here. Thanks, Karen, once again, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys. Thank you. Bye-bye.